Okay, very good. Hello, my friends. Okay, we are live on Facebook. Very good. Okay, so welcome to our May monthly call. I'm very excited to be here with you today and to share. There are some questions that have come in that I will be happy to answer for Anna. So Anna, if you want a hot seat since you are live, and also Chrissy. And then oh, I'm so proud of you. Um, and then I have all the things to share. So first thing I want to do is let's settle into the space. Let's do a little breath work. This breath work saved me the other day. We got into a cab and the smell of the air freshener I lost it. I could not breathe. I put my sweatshirt over my face. I couldn't catch my breath. I was like eating the air freshener and I fully had a panic attack. And then box breathing got me back. So let's start off with a little box breathing. So put your hand on your heart, one on your belly. We're going to inhale for 4. We're going to hold for 4. We're going to exhale for 4. We're going to hold for 4. And we're going to repeat it 4 times. So exhale completely. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Take a deep inhale in. Hold the breath. Lock in your root. Straighten out your shoulders. Bring them down your back. Tilt your head up. Inhale again. And exhale it out. Shake it out. All right. I'm so happy to be here with you, friends. So if you want to ask a question today, just let me know in the chat and we will get to you. Today, I wanted to bring to the group it is Money May, and I was very excited last night on the plane. I got ahead of myself, and ChatGPT helped me make graphics. I don't know why I just didn't go into Canva, but it was just easier to ask it to do it for me. And so there's like some really fun exercises coming this week to really ground us into manifesting magic money. So I am very excited to celebrate all the wins in here this week. And let's just keep the vibe really high. If you missed yesterday's task, it was a love list, to make a list of things that you love. And it really helps to raise your vibration when you do that. And so what I wanted to bring to us today was all about the aura. And so for those of you that don't know, our aura is literally our energetic shield around us. And when we do things like meditate, or we set intentions, or we do yoga, and we move the energy and we create this bubble around us. If you've been in my world for a while, you know some of the meditations, we really stretch this aura field. And so right now I'm in a class for projectors for human design. And we've been talking a lot about aura because projectors have a natural aura about them when they arrive into a room. So do 6 lines in human design, which I am both. And so I have always known that to be true, but I always thought that that was like part ego that thought that to be true, right? Like, oh, everybody notices me when I walk into a room. Like, who says that? That's sounds like a big ego, right? But then you learn human design and you realize that it's totally normal to know that people see you when you walk into a room. And so what I've known about myself is that when I go out in public in my everyday life, I kind of shut down that energetic field, right? I go inward. I don't want to be approached. I don't like small talk. I don't want people to like come at me and have a conversation with me. That's just the way that I am. So I know that I do this to myself. I actually shrink my energy and I don't even consciously do it. It's like a subconscious thing. But then when I'm with my husband, because his energy is so big and he loves talking to people, he is like my guard. I just stand there. I don't need to talk to anybody. And then when it's like an interesting conversation or the invitation is there, I am able to chime in and be a part of the thing. And so I really have been playing with my aura and not turning it off and just really owning my power. And today is all about helping you guys, you ladies, to also own your power, whether you're a projector or not. We all hold this innate power, this divine wisdom. And I've really been anchoring into like what a gift the body is, right? Like what a gift this human body is, like how much I have hurt her, how much I have not taken care of her, how much I have like neglected her. But she is the reason why I'm here and I am alive. And this aura around me, this is what carries me through this life. And this was like a God-given gift, right? So why am I turning it down and dimming it down? And so we go to the airport in the morning and I shared this on the post a little bit, but for those of you that didn't see that day's post, I'm really going to anchor the story in. So in the morning, we got up at like 3, we were driving to the airport and I figured I would do our post for the day. Sometimes I do them ahead of time. Most of the time I don't. I do them in the middle of the night. I wake up. You didn't do the post today. And so I was like, all right, I'll do it on the way to the airport. But my husband and I were just like having such a nice conversation. And in the past, I would always put work before family or work before, the kids or work before like something that I needed to do. And in this moment, I was just like, no, I will do the post when I do the post. And I'm just going to enjoy this moment. And so at 5:01, I was like, oh shit, I forgot about the post. So I went and I messaged you guys and then we go into the hotel and I'm like thinking about Money May. And all of a sudden my husband pulls out this $100 bill and I'm like, magic money, right? We get anchored into the magic money. And then we split up and I go stand online and all of a sudden, like I feel people staring at me. And I'm like, oh my God, did I like not look in the mirror? Like, what is happening to my face right now? I like look at my clothes, like, what am I wearing? And it was like, it felt like people were whispering, like men couldn't stop looking. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is just my aura. Like this is just me. Like I was wearing a sweatsuit, but I swear, like you would have thought I was wearing like an evening gown and a tiara. Like people were so happy. Like, and normally on a line at TSA by myself, because Benjamin does not have TSA, so we have to split up. I am like head down. I do not want to talk to anybody. I don't want to look at anybody. I do not want to exchange energetic fields. But today I was making eye contact with everybody, smiling at everybody. And of course, every conversation that I manifested, and I manifested a lot of conversations on that day, every conversation was wisdom filled. And so, as a 6 line in human design, 6 lines hold the most wisdom. And so that's why small talk is so painful for me personally, because like I want to go deep, like I want to have deep conversations. I don't want to like have like these little conversations. And so the flight attendant, she recognized us from a different flight, and she didn't actually like love my husband on that flight because he was wearing a Trump shirt. And this flight, she was like loving on us. And at one point, she pulled me over and we started chatting. We had such a deep, wisdom filled conversation. And then next thing I know, like the lady and I in first class are chatting across the aisle. And it was like just one encounter after the other. And it was me sharing my light. And so the work that I do, like I want to be seen, right? I want to speak to the masses. Like that's the reason why I stopped being an acupuncturist, because I wanted to not talk to one person at a time. I wanted to speak to the masses. But then you get stuck in like this ego game, right? And I got distracted. And now all of a sudden I'm back on track. And so today in our meditation, we are going to work on our aura field. And I'm going to invite you to work on this every single day. I'm also going to invite you to do some mirror work. It'll be in your exercises this week, especially if you are a projector in human design, because we desire to be seen, and a lot of us don't ask for what we need and what we desire. And so we need to be able to see ourselves in order for the things that we desire to manifest. Oh, hi, Heather. Nice to see you. So let's see. Is anybody in the chat? Not sure if I have a question, but I'm going through something and would like some support. Okay, cool. Welcome, Heather. I know, I'm sorry. It was Penny set up the link, but I think she set it up with a password. So then I did it to my link and I think I messed it up. So I think that was my fault. So I apologize. Okay, so we will work on the aura field at the end. It is 12:22. The angels are with us. But for now, I would like to do questions. Anna, are you able to speak? Do you want to go later? Oh, hello, beautiful.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
It's going really good. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome. Wait, we are recording this, right? Yes. Okay, thank God. Do you want me to read what you wrote, or do you want to read what you wrote?
You can read it.
And do you want to workshop it together? Okay. So, okay. I have a question. How did you become good at waiting for the invitation? I'm having a very hard time with this, and I think that's why I keep creating issues with people. I'm a projector with a G and throat defined, and a 2 and 4 line. I don't know how to wait for an invitation. When I feel something in me, I say it. And I know sometimes people just don't want to or are not ready to hear it. Also, how does this apply to career and other areas of life? I'm feeling bitter at work right now, which I know makes me unfulfilled. I have a manager who doesn't support me in ways she should. She just really doesn't care. And I can't take the staff on by myself because they see the manager doesn't care. They started not caring. Just to give context, I am currently the assistant manager at my job, and it is really stressing me out and wearing me thin. Sorry if I'm asking you too many questions, but I just don't have anyone else to talk to about this who will understand. Okay. So first things first, let's talk about being a projector, and then we'll get into the 2 and 4 line for a minute, and then we'll talk about work. So as a projector, your job is to see and to be seen. And so the problem with us projectors when we're out of alignment is that we try too hard to be seen. And so we don't listen. We need to talk. We need to get our thoughts across because we see things that they don't see. So this is where you need to pull yourself back a little bit, because when you're talking to a generator or a Mani generator or a reflect, if you're talking to anybody but another projector, you see so clearly what's happening for that person. You intuitively know what people are feeling. You feel the uncomfortability. And so you want to express all of that, right? Because it's like, you know it, you need to see it, but you just can't. You have to wait for the invitation. And in waiting for the invitation, that doesn't mean that you can't create the invitation for yourself, right? So this is like, let me give you an example. I'm blanking on an example right now for this. But an invitation, I've been so good at this lately. It's all right. Let me just, instead of trying to explain it that way, I'll just explain to you what I've shifted in myself recently. So I used to be the same way, right? Like I would have a conversation with somebody and I would be like, no, this is like the way that you have to do it, right? Because I know, I see, but they're not ready for that yet. And so I will lead with maybe a different question, or I will try to help them see things in a different way. So instead of speaking right away with what I know, I really sit back now and I listen. And then I try to come back with a question that will lead them in a different direction. Because the thing is that we unlock codes in people. So if the invitation is there, then like, we're the ones that guide them, right? Like for you guys, the invitation was there, right? Like I made the invitation, you took it, and we have like this mutual exchange. That's why this relationship works here, right? But if I was to try to have the same conversation that I'm having here, like in a supermarket, people would look at me like I'm nuts, right? Because the invitation is just not there. So it's creating the invitation for yourself, and it's really waiting, and it's seeing yourself. So the mirror work is so important, recognizing yourself. Because I'm sure part of your bitterness at your job is that you're not being recognized, you're not being acknowledged, you're not being seen, and for who you are, for your skill set, for what you bring to the table. And so that's automatically going to put you into a bitter place. So you got to ask yourself the question, is there a part of you that is, seeking outer validation? Which for me, that was a problem for a long, long time. I was looking for outer validation. I didn't know how to validate myself. And so the mirror work really helps you to start validating yourself. And it doesn't just have to be, I love you and I forgive you. We can like graduate from that if you feel comfortable for that. And it's, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Anna, for all of that you have accomplished. I'm proud of you for making it this far. I'm proud of you for where we're going. I'm proud of you for the mom that you are, and just go at it. Like the things that you wish that your mother would say to you, your father would say to you, your best friend would say to you, your husband would say to you, your boss, your manager, like all the things that you want the people to say to you, stand in front of the mirror and say it to yourself. And become so confident and so comfortable in yourself. Because a projector's job is just to be the light, the lighthouse in the water. The lighthouse doesn't go looking for the boats. The boats come in to the lighthouse. So you just need to be the light, which means that you have to take care of yourself. Can't be in burnout, can't overdo it. Really have to start. Yep. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
Yeah, no, and that's exactly how I'm feeling, like burnt out. So I know I'm not in alignment. Like I know that. So that's why I'm like, what's the best way to go about it? Because it's kind of complicated to think about waiting for that invitation and when you are getting an invitation versus when you think you are. Or,
Mhm. Well,
so
maybe this is a time to make a move.
mhm.
Maybe this is an opening for change, like big change, you know? Maybe
Yeah.
there's something out there that's more money, better hours, closer to
Mhm.
home. Like, what is it that you desire? That's what you need to focus on this week. What is it that you desire? What's your perfect scenario? Forget about the situation that you're in right now because you're focusing on this. So it's perpetuating the bitterness, the anger, the sadness, the frustration, right? Because you're focusing on this. But
Yeah.
instead of that, let's focus on what is my perfect job scenario?
Hmm.
I'm grateful that I work X amount of days a week. I'm grateful that I work this kind of shift. I'm grateful that I'm making X amount of dollars. I'm grateful that I am seen, recognized, acknowledged. I'm grateful that I'm, whatever it is that Anna desires. And so now, just to hit on your two line for a minute, your two
Hmm.
line, you're the compass for everybody else, but you don't see for yourself. So I see your face on this mirror exercise and you're just like frightened.
Yeah. You saw that?
I
Yeah.
saw it. And so you really have to see for yourself. You have to really start seeing yourself. You really have to start validating yourself. And if you
Mhm.
need the outer validation, come into the group and celebrate with us. Hey, you guys, I'm really proud of myself for whatever. I'm like, everybody's going to come in and everybody's going to support you. So like, and for all of you, this is your invitation too. Like if you're a projector or even if you're not a projector, even if you're, like whatever part of human design you are, if you're struggling with something, if you need to be seen in something, if like you're feeling it, come into the group and use the group, like use the community here because somebody else is feeling it, going through it. Like this conversation is going to help somebody else that's watching it. So
Thank you.
yeah, I would sit with that. I dropped a couple of really good Dr. Joe meditations in here. There's like a 5-minute one, there's a longer one. I would do one of those and then I would sit with yourself in that energy and I would focus on the outcome. Like focus on what is like your best case scenario. And then I would ho'oponopono the people at your current job. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and thank you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and thank you. Take a few deep breaths, bring them in, the manager lady. I'm
Mhm.
sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and thank you. We look at it from a lens of compassion. Maybe this person is really going through something so shitty in their life. That's why they're being so shitty to you,
Mhm.
right? And so we're going to work with their energy. We're going to work with their guides. We're going to soften the saw between you. And you're going to see if you focus your intention on doing this with the
Mhm.
people, with your coworkers, you'll shift the energy and you'll take control.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Miss Jamie, if you'd like to go next, because Chrissy's not on the call.
Sure. So it's very ironic, but not ironic at the same time, that I am going through work-related stress as well.
Of
Uh,
course.
so strange. So I really went out of my comfort zone. Just like quick background because it's very drama-rama and it's very like upsetting to me. I'm the vice president of my union. I don't know if I know Shil, I'm a speech therapist. I work in schools. Our administrative team is awful. So like the main director of my program is literally emotionally abusive. And I'm using that term not lightly, and I've been using that term this entire week because it's truly how I feel. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that I just didn't want to get involved. I knew things that are happening behind the scenes that are wrong. I don't know what my rights are. I don't like, there's all these things that I was like, I can't change anything. There's nothing I can do. I'm one little person. And this year, I don't know. I'm just finding my voice. And it's good, but it's also freaking me the fuck out. Like I'm just not used to being in this energy, and I'm like not fully comfortable
Okay.
with all that's
Okay.
happening.
Yep.
I keep reminding myself at the end of the day, essentially what happened is she's changing a process within how we do progress report writing, and she's adding this review process, and it's causing people to work unpaid hours to go back and make revisions when they should have done training. It should have been like rolled out in a way where staff doesn't have to go back and do it unpaid. So this
Oh, no. Jane, we lost you. Oh, no. Let's give Jamie a minute. We lost you. Come back. Oh, there she is. We lost you. You're muted.
unmute. All right. Sorry, I'm a mess, which is why I had my camera off, but
That's
whatever.
okay. We're all a little messy today.
It's becoming a union issue. I'm not sure the last thing that you heard.
Mhm.
So I have my president on the back end speaking with her, voicing his concerns about it being, not within our contract that she's creating this process. We're not really getting answers. We're being gaslit. We've told you for years in the past, what our expectations are. We ask for examples. We ask for, their expectation. Like we're doing everything to get more information. The whole process wasn't transparent from the start. So we had a meeting last Thursday, and I typically just don't raise my hand because she's also so snarky and condescending. She's embarrassed me several times in meetings. And I left the last month's meeting telling myself I will never ever raise my hand in that meeting again. And I don't know what came over me. And I raised my hand, not once, but twice.
Never say never.
Yeah. So and I feel like I was respectful, and it got to a point I shared the concern that, you're asking us to spend our hours doing our report, come back, submit them after we spent our contractual hours, and then go back and revise. When if you had just given us your feedback before we did our reports, this wouldn't be an issue. I would know what your expectations were, and I would have managed my time accordingly. Well, I guess they didn't like that. And it started, the meeting was mass chaos show. Like the responses that they were giving us, things like, you guys never pay attention in meetings. We've told you before, your progress report writing is awful, terrible. Like this is to a room full of 50 plus teachers. Like you just don't speak that way.
Right, right.
So people were up in arms, and the room was super loud. And you know what? My voice projected over all that loudness. And I said, so you're punishing us. I said things like, things that they probably just don't like. So fast forward, now I have to have a meeting with my boss this Wednesday. Her and the two supervisors who were in the meeting, she called out sick, my main boss, knowing good and well that this was going to go down this way.
Oh boy.
So I've never been brought in for any kind of disciplinary action. I have my NJEA rep coming in with me because that's a right as being part of a union that I can have representation. I'm freaking out, and this woman and the whole thing is giving me so much anxiety, but I know I have the support of everyone within my union. But
Mhm.
unfortunately, there's so many people who are afraid to speak up. And I just got to a point where I told myself, like, first of all, Alex has been amazing throughout this whole thing. Like he's in HR. He's been telling me for years that I have rights, like legally, federally, like I don't have to be bullied and be in this toxic, hostile work environment. Like what's happening is it illegal? No, but I mean, if I have to hire an attorney and show what she's doing, I will do that,
Right.
But I'm also at this point where it's like, if I no longer align with the district and the district wants to push this person who's clearly saying demoralizing and awful things to her staff, like I just am no longer in alignment then. And so I'm coming to this conclusion, and I'm trying, I don't want that to happen. Like, this is my dream job. I love my students. I love my schools. I just don't like the administration. I don't want to be sitting in a meeting and being told your progress reports are embarrassing in a staff meeting of 50 people. Like, you do that in private behind closed doors and you speak specifically to people. I've been with this district for 17 years. I've never had her one time tell me that there's something wrong with my report writing. And as a matter of fact, I have emails indicating the opposite. So it's like you're putting a person like me through this rigorous review process when I've never had an issue with it. So it's like,
Right.
where is it coming from? So I don't know what to expect in this meeting. Of course, I'm going down the rabbit hole of like, she's going to try and fire me and this whole thing. And like, I think what's uncomfortable for me is the anxiety. I'm okay that I've gotten this far. I've used my voice. I'm standing in my power. It's all, literally exactly like what you were describing with that air freshener. I got to a point where I can no longer sit in that meeting. She mom shamed another staff member behind the scenes. And I'm like, this young girl who's like, these people who are so scared to speak up, like I need to be their voice. Like, and I'm the vice president of the union. It's my responsibility to advocate for members within our association. So I don't know. I'm spiraling, and it's the anxiety. Breathing doesn't help me. Nothing helps me with my anxiety except Xanax right now. Which I don't want to be taking Xanax.
So first of all, I'm very proud of you because I've known you for a very long time, and I know that that was very hard for you. So I'm very, very proud of you. Next, you have to trust. That's how you're gonna tame down the anxiety. You have to trust that this is all happening for you, and that whatever the outcome is, it's what it's supposed to be. And this moment is just a moment. And so the more anxious you are, like it's not helping the situation at all, right? So for the same thing that I said to Anna, what you could do is every time you feel anxious, you can, number one, you should definitely Ho'oponopono these people, right? All the people that are going to be at the meeting, whatever, and like take down the energy that way. And then what is your best outcome of that meeting? You know, like, do you want to stay with this person? And I know that you say that you love it, but do you love it because you're comfortable? Because this is the thing, when we're too comfortable, like we're not expanding, we're not growing, we're not doing what we're actually here to do. And somewhere in your manifestations, were you asking for more, for different, for something? Because the universe moves in mysterious ways, right?
Well, I can tell you one thing. I asked to get to be a better public speaker. Well, that's happening. I'm like literally being forced in this position of leading these group of people. And I was told when I took the VP position, all I had to do was bring bagels into the office two times a year. This far exceeds bringing bagels into the office. Like, and I'm starting to learn my rights, and it feels really empowering. And I've already, on the back end, I have reached out to an employment attorney. Thankfully, Alex has all these contacts, and so I'm sending him documentation. I'm doing what I have to do. I'm helping two other staff members who've fully been discriminated against that I think they have cases. Like, this is beyond me, and it's like I'm also a little uncomfortable with that, and I hope that at the end of the day the outcome is for the positive, and that's what I just keep saying. It's not that I want my boss to be fired. I don't want that. I want us to be able to go to work and be mentally safe. I don't want to have the abuse and the, like, I'm sure these things happen in other environments, but like this is education. Like, it's hard enough being in education to turn around and treat people and say hurtful things. We don't know anybody's past. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's a big push on mental health these days. It's just not needed. Like, there's definitely ways that these people could go about communicating in a kinder way. And I don't know. I'm just, yeah, I'm not okay with it.
Well, maybe there's some advocacy work in your future because it sounds like that's what you're doing for people. Maybe you're going to shift and help people in a different way.
Funny you
And
said that. Maybe I'll join NJEA and be like the reps that come and support people when they're in these shitty environments. And like,
there
I don't
you
know, who
go.
knows? Maybe that will happen. Yeah.
There
But in
you
the
go.
meantime, it's like, of course, I'm second guessing myself. I'm like, did I do the right thing? Should I have spoken up? I definitely raised
Yes.
my voice.
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
definitely emotionally charged, and I wouldn't say angry, but you could tell I was upset about what was happening. And I've never, that's never been me in a meeting. And another thing that's annoying is she has brought in other people who spoke up at the meeting at free will, like just want to talk. I heard you spoke up at the meeting, but I'm being brought in this disciplinary way. So
Mhm.
that's insulting. But I don't know. I have no idea what she's going to say. I think that angst of like the fear of the unknown. And plus, I don't
Mhm.
ever do anything wrong. I'm like always the goody little two shoes.
Well, so that's the thing. It's the fear, and your mind is going, in 1,000 directions. But I'm going to remind you that even if you get fired, you are an intelligent, bright woman. You know how to make money. This is not going to be a, you know, bad thing for you should it go that route. You will recover, and there's a reason why it's sending you that route if that should happen. But I think that if this is where you want to stay, that you have the power and your energy and your intention. You've got 2 days, and no more Xanax. Let's do some meditating, get some acupuncture.
It's like when after saying it all and stuff, I feel like I'm dropping into myself. Like even right now, I feel so grounded and centered. But then
Yeah.
it's like when I get an email ding from my work, like I called out sick today because I'm like, I can't deal with this. I need to focus on my mental health and like,
Okay,
um,
so every time you get jolted, I want you to get up and move your body. Put on a song and move your body. Dance through it and journal it. I am not going to let this affect me. Are you a projector too?
no, I don't remember. You told me I was whatever Mikey is. I thought you said generator, but what is Mikey?
Well, I think you're a 2-4. You're a 2-4 like Anna. But are you a
Okay.
generator or I thought you were a projector? I'm gonna
I
look.
was trying to look it up and I don't remember. I never like I
Well,
don't
I mean, for you anyway, just because I know you personally, you need the mirror work. And I see the difference in you, by the way. Your aura is brighter, you are glowing, you do have more confidence now that you took yourself off camera.
Oh, whoops, I didn't even know. I didn't realize I did that.
But just so you know, it's like I see it, I feel it in you. And this is the thing. We came here with great missions. Every one of us really came here to change the world somehow. And so we have been conditioned to raise our hand, to not speak out of turn, to do things because other people are doing them. Like it's just what we know. I just saw something this morning about how in kindergarten, like it's purposely like yellow and red and blue, and it's very colorful because it's warm and inviting and it's safe. And then by the time you get to high school, it's very industrial like, right? The walls are like a little bit more bare and it's like bare bones, and because they're training us to stay in line. We didn't come here to stay in line. We didn't come here to suffer. We didn't come here to worry about all the bullshit. It's like when I was learning Kabbalah, and I'm sure you guys have heard me say this before, Kabbalah explains this as 1% of reality. This 3D existence is 1% of reality. So something that I've really been contemplating is like, what happens when the body is not here, right? So like I'm obsessed with the birds right now because I feel like all the dead people are like the birds in my backyard. All the people that have just died, they're hanging out in the yard now. I'm feeding them. I'm like a bird lady. But like really, we are energy, right? Like that whole aura thing that we talked about before. And if you've been on retreat with me, like we've done the hand by hand, right? You felt other people, like we are energy. These bodies just, they house our energetic soul. So when the body dies, the energetic soul, it's like, it's here, like we're here. We're always here. Like we are a part of the God zone that creates the existence of our life. And so being anxious, like it's such a waste of your energy, because in the end, this moment is such a small moment in time. It might be a pivotal moment, right? It might be a pivotal moment that's going to shape the rest of your life and make it different. But at the same time, it's so small. So when you're giving it all your time and energy, when you're allowing for it to grab you, when you're going towards something that's hurting your body in a different way, then you're not taking care of you. You're not connecting to God, source, trust, belief, right? So that's what you need to work on this week. Mirror work, Ho'oponopono, and that God connection. Thank you, God. I trust you, God. Thank you for having my back. Thank you for being there with me. Thank you for showing yourself to me. Talk to God. Talk to the angels. Ask, and you will hear. And the more you meditate, the voices are loud. The voices get so loud. The voices told me not to eat mushrooms on Sunday, and I did it. Or Saturday, whatever day it was. They told me not to, and I did it, and I regretted it after. And I didn't tell Ben, and I told him about it after. And he's like, why didn't you tell me? I'm like, probably because you would have told me not to do it. Yep. Because the night before we did them, it was awesome. And when it was awesome, I heard, you don't have to do this again. Don't do it tomorrow. But I didn't listen. So, but the voices are so loud now. So the more that you meditate, and like I dropped the 5-minute meditation, so like 5 the time, if you can't do the 20-minute meditation, do the 5-minute meditation. It's so potent. You're going to feel it. You're going to love it. You're going to want to do it. It's going to become addictive. I have my kids meditating now. It's awesome.
This is the Joe D whatever.
Dispenza.
It's in the group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll have to look.
Yeah.
I've been sort of not.
I asked Penny to put it in the guides, check the guides.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to do our meditation now just to keep the call within the hour, and I will workshop with Chrissy separate. Let me just see, she's not on. Okay. Because she's got a long one. All right, so does anybody else on the call want to say something or?
So I just have something I can do it quickly.
Yes.
I guess my thing lately with like the manifesting, and it's not necessarily always about money. I think it's like the support, like I want to be doing more, but childcare is an issue and trying to figure out like the financial end on that. And so I try not to put out like the same stuff because I know over the years I've learned, I had to let go of being pregnant and Harper came as soon as I let it go. So I know when I don't hold on to that energy every day and do it differently, it helps, but I feel like I'm still stuck. Like no matter what, I'm like, how do I do it? How do I do it? When is it going to happen? How do I do it? And I just can't get out of that mindset.
Okay. So couple of things. Oh, I just echoed. Sorry, I'm like choking on myself. So this week in the group, we're going to focus on manifesting $1,000. So there's going to be a lot of activities that are going to focus you on bringing in money in magic ways, right? But the other thing I would like for you to do is I'd like for you specifically to make a list of money-making activities, things that you could do right now. Like if childcare wasn't an issue, what are the things that you could go out there and do to make money, right? And I want you to make a list of those things. And I want you to put like the price against like what you would charge for those things. And then I want you to fall in love with those things. You have to fall in love with your offer. You have to fall in love with it. Like these last couple of months, like that I've been back in Melanie's world, it's like the message is so clear. Like I never wanted to be an online coach ever. This was not where I was headed. In 2017, when I became an author to be a motivational speaker. I wanted to be on stage. I wanted to do the thing, right? That was it. That was where I was headed. And then 2020 happened and the whole world shut down and everything went online. And it was like, I felt like I had to do it too. I felt like I had to stay relevant. I felt like I had to, I should do this. On the back end of this, I should sell this on the back end, right? So my entire online business has been based on I should, I could, and that's why it's not working. That's why I'm not a mega millionaire yet, like the rest of them, because I haven't been in love with it. And like the things that I have been in love with, those are the things that work, you know? And when I listen to the voices, that's when the things really worked. Like in 2021, I heard the voice to do the retreats. I planned Miami. It was easy. Then Sedona was not so easy. I didn't hear a voice on Sedona. I felt like I had to sell a retreat off of Miami. Then I got the message to stop at a red light in Florida one day. Stop doing retreats. Okay, I stopped. And then a year later, I hear it's time. Sold out within 11 days, sold out the other one within 4 days. Like it's just, and then the last one was pulling teeth. Radical self-love day was pulling teeth. Because I wasn't in love with it. I was doing it because I had to. Like it was this time of year. This is when I do it. This is the schedule. This is, you know. But what I'm learning, what's really anchoring is that the energetics is everything. So you have to be in love with it. If you're not in love with it, then it's not worth it even doing. Like I think you can feel like a difference in my content the last couple of weeks because I finally gave up on like, I should be posting now. I should put something out right now. I should. And now the content, I can't even write fast enough. I told Ben, I can't even write as fast as the content is pouring through because now there's content all the time because I've let go of selling and making money. Like, I don't care about that anymore. I'm back to the power of one. I show up every day because I'm going to help one person today. If I help one person today, that's 365 people a year times all these years. I've been in this online world for 8 years. That means I've helped at least 3,000 people. And I know that it's more, right? And so this is in that self-validation. Like, this is helpful for you, Heather, because you're in the online world, but that's like the self-validation. Like I've been telling myself, like, how many people have you helped? You don't need a like on your Facebook post, right? So now I'm pounding, like the thought comes in because wisdom speaks to wisdom. I spent 6 weeks listening to Melanie, Amy, and Jack calling me a wise one every single day, every day. Wise one, wise one, wise one, wise one. Wisdom speaks to wisdom. That's it. And if you're not wise, you're not going to get it. So if you're not going to get it, why do I care? Why am I talking to you anyway? Like before I needed to talk, I felt like I needed to talk to everybody, you know? So write down all the ways that you can make money right now. Figure out the one that you're going to fall in love with and then go for it. And then you'll figure out the childcare from there, right? Like if you're doing Reiki and you're charging, I don't know, $80 an hour, then you can afford to pay somebody 15, 20 bucks to watch your kids for the hour, right? I know that it sucks, but that's the way to do it. That's the way I changed my whole life in the beginning. In the beginning, it was $10 an hour. $10 an hour was the thing. You might be able to do that by you too. High school kids, right? Like stay at home, like you might be able to get that low, but $10 an hour changed my life because it started with, we moved, our movers canceled, and we had 5 kids show up. So it was $50 an hour to have these 5 kids show up, and I was pregnant. And then I was like, oh, Benjamin, do you think we can have them come back and unpack? And so then I had 2 of them come back and help me unpack for $20 an hour, right? And then I started having one of them come back to help me fold some laundry for 3 hours a week. So then it was like, okay, I was doing acupuncture, or back then I was doing massage at first, right? So at first it was like $80, then $90, then $100. So I needed how many massage clients in a week in order to cover this, and this, right? You got to put away like the savings and the should and the whatever. Like right now you want to focus on, how do I make myself the happiest I can in this moment? Because the happier you can make yourself in the now with what you have, that's when it's all going to snowball after that.
Okay. Thank you.
Helpful?
Yeah. I love the part about falling in love with it, because there's this piece of me that's like, if I don't love what I'm doing and I'm taking my time away from my children, like it's not worth it. Like they deserve this time with me. And I'm so grateful that I've had almost 4 years, being here doing stuff. And now I just feel like I'm getting this pull and this call, like it's time, Heather, like it's time to step up. It's time to start using your gifts. It's time to start learning more things, and being able to offer different things than just the ones I've been doing. So,
And what are your lines in human design?
oh God, I know I'm a 6 and I'm not sure the other, a 2, maybe.
So, and how old are you?
42.
Okay. So the concept of time is like an anomaly for you. You got to let it go, because your wisdom doesn't even kick in, which is crazy, right? Because you're so wise. That's why you're sitting here, right? You're so wise already, but your wisdom doesn't even kick in until 50. So 6 lines, we operate on a timeline that doesn't exist. We always feel like we're running out of time, but time is only just beginning for us. You're going to get more beautiful as you grow older. Like literally, our job is to show the world how to age. Everybody else at 50, they start thinking this is the end, right? And everybody starts aging. They go through their midlife crisis and they start getting to the end of their life. We are only starting at 50. So while everybody else is falling apart, we're rising, 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 rising. And so the fact that you enjoy this time now with your babies, like, do it, appreciate it, stay there with it, right? I didn't appreciate the time with my babies. I ran from them. And now, like, I regret that a little bit, because being with them now, like, I know I neglected Mikey. Like, my oldest was definitely neglected when I had the babies, and like, I had postpartum, and it was just like a 4, 5, 6 year period where I just didn't have time for him. And then he kind of separated, And so I see that now in hindsight, like if I was here, it would have been different, but I also couldn't be here. I was not in the mindset to be here. I couldn't be with my children then. But now I love that. And I struggle with but I could be making so much money, but I should be making so much money, especially because the evidence is there. I've done it before, but like, I don't need that. I'd rather be here with my kids right now, And Ben and I, we talk about it a lot, because this summer I do have like a mini tour coming up, and he's like freaking out because I also asked to go to a Dr. Joe retreat, which is an entire week. I didn't want him to go with me, but he can't. And so I'm like, I have to go. You have to let me go. And so he's freaking out. But Bennett is going to sleepaway camp for 7 weeks. I'm freaking out about that. And so I have the time and freedom to go. So, like Brady's going to have to deal a little bit, but Ben will be here, so it's fine. So as far as time is concerned, you have so much time and everything is coming. And most of the great of the greats, they didn't become the great of the greats until their 50s, 60s, like Wayne Dyer, Louise Hay, Kentucky Fried Chicken, like, so just give yourself that time and grace, and just keep reminding yourself on that 6 line. You're on a different timeline than everybody else. You're totally on a different timeline than everybody else. And your job right now is just to live. Your job is to live and to experience, and because that's where you're gaining your wisdom from, is in the life that you're living.
You're not-
You know? Hi, buddy.
Say hi.
Hi. So my sister is sleeping.
Yeah, I know.
And at the gas station, the pole is broken.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes, so they had to put a new pole on.
I hope it gets fixed.
Yeah.
Somebody must have hit the pole.
Yeah.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Yay, what a good call. This is good stuff. Jill, you got anything? Should we meditate? Okay, we'll meditate. All right, so let's get into a comfortable position, sitting, lying down, whatever you would like. Take a deep inhale in through your nose. Exhale it out completely through your mouth. You're going to do that again. Exhale loud. Ah. Inhale one more time. Exhale it completely. I'm going to call in God, the angels, the ancestors, the grandmothers, the grandfathers, everyone out there of the highest truth and to compassion to come into the space with us, to raise the frequency of the collective, of the Gratitude 365 membership, so that we can vibrate so high that we go out and raise the vibration of the world. Take a deep inhale in and exhale it out completely. Relaxing your head, relaxing your face, your cheeks, your neck, relaxing your shoulders, letting your shoulders fall down your back, relaxing your elbows, your wrists, your hands, allowing for your spine to relax, all of your organs, allowing them to slow down, allowing your hips to relax, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your feet, your toes. Feeling your feet rooted into the ground, feeling them almost glued into the ground, and feeling an opening on the bottom of your feet, rooting you into the earth, grounding you all the way into the center of the earth, feeling yourself safe and grounded in this moment, allowing your heart space to open with a beautiful golden light, allowing yourself to feel the golden light expanding in your heart, feeling the light, feeling the love, feeling the heart expanding. Taking a deep breath in, allowing for your heart to expand, allowing yourself to feel in your heart. And as your heart is expanding in this beautiful golden light that you've cultivated within, and your feet are grounded, I now want you to focus on your crown, allowing for your crown to open and allowing for a beautiful white light from God and the universe to pour down into the crown of your head. As the golden light expands your heart, allowing this beautiful white light to come into your head, to come into your mind, to come into your brain, to penetrate all the veins, all of the arteries, to soak up all the blood in this beautiful white healing light. Allowing for this beautiful white light to pour down from your brain into your head, into your third eye, allowing for this third eye, the pineal gland, to get washed out by this beautiful white healing light. Taking a deep inhale, feeling it, feeling it, feeling this white light and the golden light in your heart at the same time. And then letting the light pour down into your mouth, into your chin, and into your throat chakra, down your neck, and then allowing for that light to just penetrate your face, your brain, your third eye, your pineal gland, your throat, and allowing for the golden light of the heart to now also pour up into the headspace, meeting the white golden light. Allowing yourself to feel this energy, to feel the safety, to feel the love. Breathing it in, exhaling it down into all of your organs, this white light and this golden light, cleaning out all of your organs, allowing for anything that doesn't belong there to get washed away by this light of healing, of beauty, of love, of strength, of power. And then allowing for this light to pour down into your hips, into your waist, taking away any aches, any pains, washing all of your joints, lubricating them, giving you willpower, strength, power to love your body, to move your body, to take care of your body. Allowing for that light to go into your thighs, into your knees, into your calves, and into your feet. Feeling this beautiful white golden light coming in from the top of your crown, pouring all the way down into your body, down your body, into your feet, down into the earth. Completely safe, completely protected. Repeat to yourself, I am safe. I am okay. I am protected. All of my desires are on their way. The more I connect to myself, the more I align with God and the universe. I am here to live an abundant life. I am meant for more, and I am allowed to go after it. I am aligning myself with who I came here to be. I am proud of myself. Smile. Breathe that in. Knowing you are held, knowing you are seen, knowing you are acknowledged. All of your ancestors that came here before you, holding you in this light. Breathing that in, feeling this energy. And on your next exhale, you're going to feel this energy pushing out of your skin. Pushing the light, 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 making a bubble. Bubble, 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 bubble. Surrounding yourself with this energetic loop of love, light, safety, healing, willpower, discipline, self-control, self-respect. Allowing yourself to feel the bigness of your energy, allowing yourself to be the bigness of your energy, allowing this field to protect you from the outside world, remembering that somebody else's words are just words. They're not yours. You don't have to own them. Nobody knows what you're living through inside. Their stuff is their problem. And if they come into your world, you have this energy field to protect you. So come back to this daily. Before you leave your house, close your eyes, connect to your heart space, the golden light that you just created. Connect to the light that's inside of you. And on your next inhale, you're going to close the crown. And you're going to close the feet. And you're going to allow for your heart space to shine. Protected in your aura. Surrounded by light. Surrounded by God. Allow yourself to feel these feelings. When you are ready, come back into the space. Come back into your body. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Shake your head. Deep inhale. Oh, so good. So good. Hi, Jill. Any comments?
That was amazing.
You're muted.
I said I missed a lot, but this was excellent. So I'm glad I made.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you came.
Thank you. Me too. Me too. Wish I heard everything. You'll have a recording.
Oh, yes, you'll get a recording. Penny will put them in the group and they're underneath the guide, so they're all organized. If you guys ever want to go back and watch them, they're all there. Thank you. Heather, did you want to say something?
I just want to say that was amazing. That felt like I could feel the energy and like see it, and then the whole like bubble. And it's so funny because Harper is always doing this thing with her hands like bubble, bubble, bubble. And I was like, oh, that like it made me be like, she's like, they're giving me signs, like my children are giving me signs. And sometimes I'm not fully paying attention, but a lot of times lately I have been. So I'm like,
I love it.
you kind of connect. So
Signs are there. Can we take a picture? Everybody smile. Yay. Well, this was amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience at the beginning of the call. We'll be better next month. You're so welcome, Jamie. Next month we'll do an evening call. I'm gonna try to set the date like now so that we have it, because I know that June is gonna get busy, but we'll probably do like a Monday night. Okay, love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.